Back then they napped on me, now they all just act on me. Now I'm hot, they all on me. Pull out the Snapchats on me. I ain't got no Snapchat home. I think it's too personal. That's what I got Twitter for. Instagram, I'm back, yo. Back then they napped on me, now they all just act on me. Now I'm hot, they all on me. Pull out the Snapchats on me. I ain't got no Snapchat home. I think it's too personal. That's what I got Twitter for. Instagram, I'm back, yo. Like flex on you haters. Hi haters. This is my world, so it's all in my favor.
Hello everyone, welcome to this episode of It's Case. On this episode, we're going to be interviewing Frank Michael Smith, a sports content creator on TikTok with almost 500,000 followers and over 12 million likes. He's the CEO of Settling for a Like.
Good to be here with you, Sav. Thank you for that intro. Never got an intro like that before, so it's very welcoming. It's great to be here, and I can't wait to chop it up.
Let's get into it. So first things first, tell us about yourself growing up. Were you always interested in sports?
So yeah, man, I just always love sports and not just playing them, but watching them too. I still to this day have a gigantic card collection, and it's a huge part of what I do today is just having a passion and love for sports.
What's your rarest card? Because LeBron's card was rumored to be a really high selling card recently. So I'm just wondering, what's your most prized possession for your card?
I wasn't really ever in it for the transactional side. I just wanted to collect them, and I stopped a long time ago. I still have them all. They're in my room. So maybe I have a really valuable one and I just don't know. But I did tell my brother. I grew up with two younger brothers, by the way, who always played sports with me. They're the same way. My brother does have a Kevin Durant rookie card.
Oh, that's awesome.
It could be worth a lot. I saw it when I was home. I was home about a week ago. I live in Los Angeles now, but yeah. So maybe that one. It's not mine. I have to buy it from my brother.
That's awesome. Yeah, I used to collect cards early 2000s cards. I'm not even sure if any one of them is actually rare or actually worth anything, but it's kind of cool to look back on a couple years down the road.
Yeah, no, it's cool. I really wish I would have been more organized and put them all in cases and
yeah, exactly. A binder.
Just done the whole thing. Maybe I could have 1 million like that guy who sold a LeBron card.
Yeah. Did you like any of the Pittsburgh area teams, like the Steelers, the Pirates?
Of course. Yeah, that's the only teams I care about. People ask me all the time, since I do mostly NBA content. I do all sports, but NBA is my favorite league, at least when it's going on. I love the NFL too, but all the time I get the question, who's your favorite NBA team? And I've tried to pick one. I've tried when I was younger. I have family in Cleveland. We went to Cavs games, and I saw LeBron play there in his first run with the Cavs probably 5 times. And I really tried to tell myself that I was going to be a Cavs fan and that was going to be it. And I loved Kobe as a kid, and I had 3 Kobe jerseys, and I'll be a Laker fan. And it just never felt the same as pulling for any of the Pittsburgh teams. Even the Pirates, who are perpetually awful, I feel something when they win or lose. And it's a sense of unity with the city. And I don't get the same feeling with the Cavs or the Lakers. So, yeah, man, if Pittsburgh gets an NBA team, that'll be my team. But then I don't have one. All the Pittsburgh teams, that's what I pull for.
That's awesome. Yeah, I'm from New Jersey area, so I like the Nets and the Giants. So those are my main teams.
What part of Jersey are you from?
I'm from Central Jersey, so it's the same distance to Philly or New York. Mike Trout's area is a little bit more south, but yeah.
More south? Okay, yeah. I was gonna say I vacation in Jersey, more southern Jersey.
Yeah. Awesome.
Every summer, I go down to Stone Harbor, Avalon. When we would go down there too. That's what we would do, play sports.
Same.
Go to the beach.
That's awesome. Yeah. So I wanted to ask you also, what goes into making a TikTok video? Do you just know the idea? Do you do research, edit the video? What's your game plan?
Sure. Yeah. So my process was I wanted to change the game a little bit. When I hopped on the platform, I saw people posting. I'm sure you've seen it. They have a green screen and they might tell a quick story, and some of them had decent traction.
Yeah.
And, I just knew that I could do so much better. I've been making videos, and I think I was on YouTube in 2009 making sports highlight tapes. So I have all the video editing skills. I used to do voiceovers for ClutchPoints when I worked there. I knew I had that skill too, but I'd never done anything on camera. So I kind of had to pick that up. But I was confident that I could do it. So I put all these skills together, and the process really starts with just picking a topic. I'll pick a player or just an interesting story that I like.
Mm-hmm.
They're not all on players, but those seem to do the best. I'll research it. I'll find some videos that have some good clips in it, have some good information in it. I'll write the script out. I'll make sure it's just about 59 seconds long. I record it. It's really low budget too. I do it right here.
Mm-hmm.
If you've seen my videos,
Yeah.
you know this is where I do it. And I shoot it on my iPhone. I use like a $50 microphone, and I just make it look way nicer when I edit. And that's really the hardest part. That part takes about 3.5 hours, depending on how good the footage is. So from there, it's just picking a song and pumping it out and getting it on all the other platforms. I post it on more than just TikTok. I post it on Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitter, anything I can, YouTube even.
That's awesome. Yeah. But like, are any of these details that you find about the players like really hard to find?
Yeah, I dig for some of them. I look at articles that were written about that player during that time, interviews that he or she has done. It's timely. It's hard, and that's what differentiates me, though. I have to do that because if I didn't, I would be just the same as all those other people, and I've since surpassed all of them. So I think the verdict is in that this method actually works.
I think you probably started your TikToks around the quarantine time. Was that a major reason of why, like, staying inside, wanting to make TikTok videos, or like, did you always know TikTok was the area you wanted to go in?
Yeah, that definitely played a part. I was working for ClutchPoints at the time, and I just had less responsibilities because there was no sports on TV, and I had some free time outside of work to start this up. And it was great. I wanted to do something with my time during quarantine, and this was almost the best possible outcome. I couldn't be happier about how it all turned out.
That's cool. Yeah. So you lived in LA, but growing up in college, you were in Miami. Tell us about your time at the University of Miami.
It's actually Miami University. You did your research, though. Miami University is great, not to be confused with the U in Florida. It's in Oxford, Ohio. No, Miami University is in Oxford, Ohio, while the University of Miami is in Miami, Florida.
Okay, I'm so sorry.
Both Division I schools, though. Don't sleep on the Red Hawks.
No, sir.
Stupid! I'm not gonna let you get the chance.
Kelly Kapoor is gone. Her fiance, Ravi, was hired as a pediatrics professor at Miami University.
I don't need him anymore. I am going to Miami, biatches, to hang with LeBron James and Gloria Estefan.
Miami University in Ohio. On her last day, Kelly was still a little confused about it.
Enjoy the snow, losers.
I'm so happy for you, Kelly.
Just north of Cincinnati. And it's where both my parents went to college. So pretty cool place in my family. But Miami's amazing. It's not only a great academic school, but they really know how to party there.
Yeah.
It was great. I didn't love my classes so much. I always found myself like being way more interested in side projects. I would sell merch. So I still use these skills in my TikTok videos today, which is why I want to tell the story. But I remember in about 2015, the Carolina Panthers were having an incredible season. It's the year Cam won the MVP. They went like 15-1, and Cam was the dab was so viral. I made all these T-shirts, and you have to really dance on a fine line here when you're making T-shirts about star athletes. You can't copyright, like you can't draw their face in or anything. You can't put the team logo on there, of course. You can't write Panthers. So it was almost like these cartoons of like Cam doing a dab or like maybe some quotes that describe the team. And they started really hitting, and I started going super hard at it, and I started making a pretty decent amount of money, enough money to fund my trip to my study abroad trip to Rio. So I kind of knew then that there could definitely be something here. I could make enough money to support myself in sports.
That's awesome. I used to be like interested in side products because I'm in my last year of school now, but it's always like you have to find an avenue for your creative energy. Like outside of school, outside of like responsibilities, you always have a creative juice that is flowing inside of you. You want to like channel it to something that you love, which is sports. And I guess my question is, did your major correlate at all to like sports, or was it different?
Well, sort of. It was interactive media,
Mm-hmm.
interactive media studies, technically, but it was cool. It totally correlated to the job I got at ClutchPoints. I was the creative coordinator at ClutchPoints, built a whole visual identity there. And that's a lot of the stuff we learned in class was about UI, UX interfacing, and even some basic coding skills, which I was terrible at, but
Coding's so hard.
I can understand the basics. Yeah, and there was a lot of entrepreneurial classes too. I remember I had a class on like digital entrepreneurship. So yeah, there's a correlation, not really to sports, but to the job I got in sports.
Cool. So tell us about your time at ClutchPoints, because I follow a bunch of ClutchPoints pages. I really like how they tailor like ClutchPoints as a whole and then generalize it to team based.
Yeah, it's tough doing that. I'll start there.
Mm-hmm.
What um, the way I got my job at ClutchPoints was because I had partnered with the company to make these merchandise sales that I was talking about. They're, hey, we have a Carolina Panthers page. Why don't you sell it through this page? We'll help you promote it. So I did that, and when the Warriors won the title and Draymond rocked the Quickie shirt,
Oh yeah.
We made like it wasn't trademarked, so we were allowed to make like some near replicas of that. Everyone was. It wasn't just us. When we did that, it really popped off. We started doing thousands a day in sales. If I left my notifications on, it would buzz all day. It was absolutely crazy. So that kind of proved that I can really help the company out. So I came on to do some e-commerce to help the visual, graphic video teams. Yeah, the role was super open-ended. So we did e-commerce, but it didn't go as well as I planned for reasons I'm not really going to get into that much. But really the role transformed more into, hey, let's build out how are we going to be different? And that's when we came up with the template that you see on all of the social posts, not just the ClutchPoints page, but all the other pages. Though, hey, we can turn news into Instagram posts, and we can make it look beautiful, and we can build a team of designers and teach them how to use this template and keep everything in brand. We did it just for the ClutchPoints page first, and then we started doing all the other pages that you mentioned, the Panthers Nation. So it's a large task. I mean, the team is not super large, and there's probably over 300 pages total.
Yeah.
So it was a very large scale project, and I think we did a great job, and they still look beautiful to this day, even after I'm gone.
Yeah, ClutchPoints is like a really good outlet for like creative content because it's different from SportsCenter and like Bleacher Report, where it's like more than just news, and you can tell that the editing and templates look really like visually pleasing. And that's something that we're trying to do as well with like me and Kunal with our podcast page. We're trying to do more just like Instagram graphics as opposed to just podcast episodes. And I think that's like a really good area to invest in.
Yeah, what you want to be able to do is, if we were to take the ClutchPoints watermark off those posts while I was there and we posted one, everyone would have still known, if you saw it in your Explorer page, that's a ClutchPoints post. It's that different.
Yeah.
You would have totally known within 1 second of seeing it, I know who posted that or where it came from. Someone else reposted it. That's definitely the goal you want to hit. And I think we totally accomplished it. So I'm happy about it.
So now I want to transition to like more of the fun questions, if that's okay with you.
Yeah, let's have some fun.
Outside of sports TikTok, what's like your favorite like TikTok dance?
TikTok dance?
Do any of those pop up on your For You page?
No, my For You honestly, I don't. I'll be honest, I don't watch a ton of TikToks. I'm really busy, so I spend most of my time just trying to create them. But I do have a private video that won't be released. That's the challenge that like A-Rod and J-Lo did,
Oh
where you
yeah,
like flip and then all of a sudden you're in
flip the
like a
switch.
woman's outfit.
Yeah.
It's like pretty weird. That one I did do with my girlfriend, but I don't think anyone's ever gonna see it.
Another question is, during your live stream, you said that your hot take is that the Raptors are going to win the championship.
Yeah, I have to ride with the Raptors.
Explain.
They cashed a giant bet for me last year.
You bet on
And
them?
I'm putting that positive energy out there right now. I think I bet them plus 750 before Kawhi hit that shot against the Sixers.
Oh my.
So
Yeah.
that's also before they were down 2-0 to the Bucks. So they were dead in the water twice.
Yeah. Sixers and
And
Bucks.
they pulled through.
Yeah.
And then they beat the Warriors, like one of the greatest dynasties ever. So it was just incredible what that team accomplished. And I think they're still a great team. They're number 2 in the East, just like I think they were the same position last year when they won. Of course, they don't have Kawhi, but if you read all the reports, that they're a very tight knit unit. They love being with each other, which is anyone who's ever played in a basketball team knows that if you don't like being around the people that are on your team, it's probably not a very good team.
Yeah.
And they seem to have that completely figured out. I love Fred VanVleet.
Yeah. He's a grinder.
I did a video on him. I did a TikTok on him. His whole story is super inspiring, and he still plays with that chip on his shoulder. And we all know how clutch he is too when it comes to playoff time. I don't want to doubt Fred VanVleet. I just think that everyone wrote them off after Kawhi left, and they've proven that they're still a really good team, and they're in the East. So who knows? With something as crazy as what's going on right now in the bubble, maybe, I think they would have to probably catch a break. I don't know if they can take down the Lakers or the Clippers, but who's to say they're even going to make the finals? They're my sleeper pick. I'm taking the Raptors.
Are you betting on them as well?
You know what? I've thought about it. I have to check what the odds are. I have to check in my accounts. But yeah, chances are I will be doing that.
That's cool. Fred VanVleet also started popping off after he had a kid.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, it was. I remember that. And people were like, "Yeah, man, you need to have kids more often. We need to. Maybe he can adopt a kid in the next couple weeks or something. Let's get Fred another child."
Speaking of the NBA and the playoffs, what's your favorite part about the bubble? The food, the haircuts, the snitch hotline.
That was pretty cool. I saw they made the barbershop.
Yeah.
That was pretty cool. It's got the NBA, like an NBA branded barbershop. It's not that though. I think the coolest part is just going to be having basketball on all day. It's
like AAU.
I think it's going to be a lot like March Madness, where you have these games on from, in Pacific time, 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. It's going to be crazy, at least at the beginning when all the teams are still there.
Exactly. Yeah.
So that is my favorite part, and just having live sports back, man.
Honestly, yeah. This Thursday MLB, and then the week after NBA. So quarantine questions: what's your favorite show to watch or binge, and favorite snacks?
I watched all of Ozark with my girlfriend.
Good show.
I'm not a big snacker, but I got these. So shout out to TikTok. They sent me a package of. I wish I knew the company's name, but it's like Milk and something, Milk and Bone maybe. But these cookies that they sent me when I got verified, a really nice touch by them. Great people. They seem like they're super interested in working with their creators, and I think that's something that Instagram could take a lesson on.
Yeah.
But they sent me this little truffle birthday, almost like a cookie dough ball yesterday. I couldn't believe how good it was. I was shocked. So I just ate it last night, but I think it has to be that.
Cool. Any other movies that you watched during quarantine? Any new activities?
Yeah, I watched The most recent movies I watched Sideways with Paul Giamatti. Great movie if you haven't seen it.
I have to check that out.
And I watched Uncut Gems the other night.
Oh yeah.
I watched it with my girlfriend's family. They did not like it at all. I think some of them even left.
Really?
It is a very stressful movie. That was the second time I've seen it. And I watched Unsolved Mysteries on Netflix. Really good. I love all the true crime. It's great. I'm watching I Am a Killer now.
Cool.
So I'm sticking with that murder vibe.
Lastly, I just wanted to know if you want to get into the controversy, but like TikTok getting banned, are you worried at all? What's your take on TikTok and Chinese apps?
I don't think it will be banned.
I agree.
I've talked to the people at TikTok. They assured me that they're doing everything right. I don't see any reason that it would. I think it's a really bad idea to do something like that around election time. I don't know how that would make any sense. So if it does happen, I'll be shocked. But I'll be okay. My content is not it's not specifically built for TikTok. I mean, that's how it was born, but it's viable on other platforms. So it'll be a setback, but I'll be okay.
Exactly. You'll keep settling for a like?
Yeah, I'll just have to settle for a like other places. I already do.
Yeah.
So, it was actually funny. I made a video like a lot of people did, saying bye, like not saying bye, but saying like, hey, if this happens, like it's been real, man.
Yeah,
I love you guys. And I do love all my fans. But the cool part it was a great excuse to tell them all to follow me on Instagram.
Yeah.
So I gained like 5,000 followers on Instagram.
Exactly.
Maybe not that many, but yeah, that was cool.
All right, Frank. Well, that wraps it up for this interview. Thank you for joining us and talking about your experiences. Look forward to seeing your TikToks and selling for a like.
I'll settle for a like.
Yeah.
Thanks, Seth.
No problem.
I know. The hoodie is it's in cleaning. A lot of people ask me if I have any other clothes. I think this proves I have other clothes.
Does, yeah.
Very nice pink polo. But yeah, I gotta keep that thing clean.
Definitely.
That's my biggest asset.
It's gotta be hot over there in LA too.
It is. Sometimes I'm sweating when I record them. Maybe I am going to be selling the hoodie. I found a supplier who sewed them up for me. Got a nice embroidery on there. Got the branding in the back.
Nice.
It's great. It's really comfortable, as all hoodies are. Well, as all hoodies should be.
Exactly.
And a lot of people might say it's summer, why do I need a hoodie? But I know you're gonna need one when that sun goes down. Before anything happens to TikTok, I have to answer the question, why do I wear this hoodie? What's going on with the hoodie? Do I own any of the clothes? What's he doing with the hoodie on? Listen, it's real simple. I love the hoodie, and it's my signature hoodie. But I have a big announcement. The hoodie is coming to you. I found a dude who can completely recreate the hoodie, even got the initials on here, super comfortable. I wore the tester already. The only way you can get this hoodie is by following me on IG. I need everybody to head over there. It's dropping soon. The first people to order it, I'm even gonna give you a little shout out. Maybe I'll even sign it for you. Whatever you guys need, the first people to get it are getting hooked up. Only way to get it, on IG. Hit me on there now. Hope TikTok doesn't get banned. Love you guys.